Have you ever seen a listing for a townhouse in Ontario with the letters POTL in the description and thought, what on earth does that mean? Welcome back to Real Estate Simplified. I'm Ali. I'm the co-owner of Home and Capital Realty. And over the last decade, we helped so many clients build lasting wealth through real estate and move into their dream homes. And in this channel, I break down complex real estate concepts into plain English so you can make confident decisions, whether you're buying a home or building generational wealth. And today, we're going to simplify what POTL stands for, or POTL, and why they become more popular among new constructions, and what are legal obligations and some things to look out for. So make sure you stay tuned and finish the entire video. POTL, or POTL, stands for Parcel of Tied Land. It's a special type of ownership structure that's a kind of like a hybrid between a freehold property and a condominium. And here's how it works. With a POTL townhouse, you own your home and the piece of land it sits on, just like you would with a freehold property. But here's a catch. Your ownership is tied to what's called a common elements condominium corporation. That means you also share ownerships of certain exterior areas in the complex, like the private roads or visitor parking or landscaped green spaces. So on one hand, you get the independence of freehold ownership, but on the other, you share responsibilities for certain parts of the neighborhood. Now, because you share these common elements, there are costs involved. Every POTL owner pays a monthly fee, usually smaller than a traditional condo fee. These fees go towards maintaining the shared areas, things like snow removal on private roads or landscaping in common green spaces, or it could be electricity for streetlights. Think of it this way. You are responsible for your own home and the yard, but you and your neighbors pitch together to take care of the parts of the community that everyone uses. You might be wondering, why do developers make these type of ownerships? Well, sometimes when designing a complex, the roads within the complex, visitor parkings, or shared landscaped areas in the development area are no longer able to be taken over by the municipalities. So by setting up a common elements condominium, the developers can ensure these areas will be maintained not by the city, but by the homeowners themselves through POTL fees. This let the developer design attractive communities with features like visitor parking or even small parks without having to hand them over to the city. First, the tied land part is permanent. You cannot sell or mortgage your home without it also being tied to the common elements. They are legally connected. And second, just like with condo corporation, if you don't pay your POTL fees, the corporation can place a lien on your property. So it's not optional. You are legally required to keep up with these payments. Of course, POTLs are not perfect. You will need to be aware of a few things before buying. First is the fees are mandatory, whether you use the shared spaces or not. Second, there may be some restrictions like rules around parking or what you can do with common areas. And third, fees can vary widely depending on what is included. A development with just a private road will cost a lot less than one with large landscaped areas or extra amenities. That is why it's really important to review the status certificate for POTL before buying. And yes, even though these homes are freehold, but there is still a status certificate for common areas, so you understand exactly what you're agreeing to. All right, to sum it up, POTL townhouses are a middle ground between freehold and condo ownership. You own your home and the land, but you also share responsibilities for the exterior features that make your community run smoothly. And developers build them because it's an efficient way to create attractive neighborhoods without relying on city maintenance. And if you're buying one, just make sure you understand your legal obligations and the monthly fees that come with it. That way you would know if a POTL townhouse is the right fit for your lifestyle and budget. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you know who is house hunting in Ontario. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.